Good day, learners! It has been a long while since we see each other, and by now, I know you are glad to see me at your screen. And that's a big thanks to digital learning. This is Sir Lau Pascua, and welcome to English with Sir Lau. Do you love reading? What kind of materials do you read? Is it a book, Wattpad, or readings from your phone? Are there times that when you read stories, you get to remember an experience that is similar to the story or to another story? I can hear you saying yes. What you're experiencing is called making connections. So what is making connections? Making connections is a natural skill that we have. We tend to connect experiences and related readings to a new story that we are reading. Our lesson for this episode is making connections. Text to self, text to text, and text to the world. Making connections is a critical reading comprehension strategy that helps you make meaning of what you are reading. When you make connections to the text that you are reading, it helps you to make sense of what you read, retain the information better, and engage more with the text itself. There are three types of making connections according to Keene and Zimmerman: text to self, text to text, and text to world. Text-to-self connections are connections where you connect what you are reading to personal experiences or knowledge. This is when you realize something you read in a story has happened to you in your own life. Usually, this kind of connection comes with the emotions you felt at that time. It may make you feel happy, afraid, or sad. Let's look at this sample scenario. This story reminds me of a vacation that I took in the ocean, just like the main character. The second one is text-to-text connections. These connections are made when you can connect what you are reading to other books that you have read or listened to before. They make connections that show how the books share the same author, the similar characters, events or settings, the same genre, or the same topic. A solid text-to-text connection occurs when you are able to apply what you have read from one text to another text. Let's look at this sample scenario. I read another book about spiders and explained spiders have venom. And in this book, I'm learning about the top 10 dangerous spiders in the world. Let's have the third one, the text-to-world connections. These are connections where you connect what you are reading to real events, social issues, other people, and happenings going on in the world. You learn about the world from what you hear on TV, movies, magazines, and newspapers. It reminds you of something you have seen or you have already experienced before. Let's look at this sample scenario. I saw on the news about how water pollution was affecting marine animals. And in this book, I am learning about why pollution can make a marine animal sick. I have here some questions that you may use in order to make a connection with the text you are reading to yourself, to another text, and to the world. Text-to-self questions. What does this remind me of in my life? What is this similar to in my life? How is this different from in my life? Has something like this happened to me? How does this relate to my life? What were my feelings when I read this? Text-to-text questions. What does this remind me of in another book I've read? How is this text similar to other things I've read? How is this different to other books I've read? Have I read about something like this before?
Text to world questions.
What does this remind me of in the real world? How is this text similar to things that happen in the real world? How is this different from the real world? How did that part relate to the world around me? Remember that these three connections are effective and meaningful when you are able to make a deep, complex, and insightful connections rather than a not clear and general connections. Were you able to connect our lessons to your understanding? Very good! Let us have a recap. Can you name the three types of making connections? That's nice to hear from you! On our next episode, we will apply these connections to a story found in your learning activity sheets. So, review ahead of time and read a story entitled The Bully found on page 4. I think everything is clear, am I right? That's nice! You may also watch this episode again in my YouTube and Facebook channels. This has been Sir Lau Pascua, giving you a reminder. With all the challenges the world is facing today, you have a role to make, and that is to study well and be the future hope of the land. Thank you and see you again next episode. Bye!